It always feels so eerily quiet to me in this early portion of streams because uh, I don't get to hear the music.
Mhm.
Hello, Urban. Okay. Can you say something again, Panta, real quick?
Hi.
There we go. Okay, everything should be working, I think. Hopefully. I guess we'll see. Okay. Consider getting your micronutrients tested. Oh yeah, okay. I don't remember what I'm doing at all. Well dressed and funny. Your shoes are clean and you fit in. Explore further into town beyond the fashionable crowd. I guess that's what we're up to. I already went this way. With this camera angle, we can see that to the right of this guy, over here, there's a teleporter. There's another guy down here. This is where I already was, I think. Oops. Hmm. Right, okay, so that is where I already was. Hmm. We've been playing for 5 seconds, and I now have to ask the question, am I stupid? Mm-hmm. The new ability that I got was the ability to walk through the white crowd members. It stuck me over here. So presumably there should be something past them that I can now access that I couldn't before, but I don't know what. I can walk through fire. Do I go this way? I think yes, and I just messed up. Yippee, new area. There's Crow. And someone else. I don't blame you. That is an honorable thing to be going for. Hello, other character. Asuka. Carrie, if you were to reach the party in time, you must travel through hell. The devil hates a happy child. Find a serious attitude to enter. Once you're through, climb the mountain and meet the creators. They will tell you what you must do to reach the party. YIIK. Me describing something gross.
I got you good.
Did you?
You didn't suspect it, but it was I, the handsome crow all along.
Was it?
That was so funny.
Good one.
Yes, this is awesome. It was supposed to make her laugh and it worked. No idea why it's so funny. Maybe it's a reference to something I haven't seen. I suppose it doesn't matter my motivation, as long as the character understands it.
What?
You're hilarious. I'm going to tell all of my friends about it.
If we meet again in a dream, please forgive my greed. As a fledgling child actor, I must take all roles so that I can refine my craft.
I must take all roles. Tell the golden alpaca about the crow's joke. Is this the same dialogue again? Yeah. What do you think about this? It's interesting that Asuka remembers that her name is Carrie, since we gave that up. Love the heels, honey. Love the heels, honey. Only a stupid dumb animal would think you're funny. Something large and muscular, with fur. Sexy. Ooh. We're not friends. You're not cool. I don't like your jokes. Gee, thanks a lot. Your joke is bitter on my palate. I have very sophisticated taste. Okay. I saw your good brother come through. You better not be late for the party. Is one of them me? I try to be fair, but I can be pretty pretentious. You can't stop laughing. Okay. Well, hello, a crow in another place. Your invitation means nothing without proof of identity. What did you trade your name for? Hope it was worth it. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't get pretentious until you think Toby Fox wrote Undyne modeled after an obscure Bible character, Longinus. I almost feel like that's not a real opinion. I feel like that's... You watched Evangelion and you think that... You looked up what Longinus means from that.
I have to tell you the funniest story. It was hilarious. I can't stop laughing.
What is it?
A handsome crow just told me the funniest joke. I was by the swing, and the crow popped out and said the funniest thing.
A handsome crow? Are there many of them?
Be wary of crows, no matter how handsome.
Thanks, Falco.
Go forth with a serious attitude. Life is dangerous, especially for the nameless children.
Oh, yeah.
Hell calls now. Go bravely.
Hell calls now. Go bravely. First I lulled, then I serious indeed. Enter the home on the hill. Serious attitude allows you to pass through a serious crowd. Ooh. Wiping my glasses. Does that say allows you entrance to the new game plus birthday bash? Yeah, I wonder what that means indeed. Assuming that's what that stands for. I heard a very famous person will be at the party. Hope it's Vela Wild. Whoever that is. Was there one of these that was completely cut off? There was. And it doesn't do anything. Nice girl plus. I don't know, with some criticism like that, I'm still stuck on the Longinus thing. It's like the what am I saying? I've lost my train of thought. Some criticism doesn't necessarily require the intent of the author. Like, you can draw symbolic parallels between Longinus and Undyne without it literally being like a reference to it. It can be an allusion without it being intended to be that by the author. They're also convinced that Undyne was the knight, and also faking the Chapter 3 thing inside of Persona 4 is the reason. Okay. I don't know. I think we don't know. I think that's the whole point. I don't know. It's silly to argue with someone who isn't present, I guess. Cleaning my glasses somewhere. Gaster, yeah. It's not polite to talk about someone who's listening. This cloth is not getting these glasses clean. I'm also sitting in a pretty dark room with a bright monitor on, so I'm sure whatever smudges I have. I don't know. I guess I can just acknowledge the fact that the person that I'm arguing with is the limited perspective of them that you're presenting, rather than the person themselves. So it's not anything I say they may and likely do have, like, responses to. And who knows, maybe Undyne will be the night. I don't know. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Casey. I would be very surprised if Undyne is the night, but I feel like I'm surprised by something that happens in every single chapter of Deltarune. So... I have a sense of trust in Tricky Tony to tell a good story. That's my theory. My Deltarune theory is that it's gonna be good, and I'm gonna like it. What's the name of your smartest friend? A friend who is smarter than you? Oh, well, that would be nobody. Because I'm the smartest there is. Don't do that, say Panta. Okay, okay. Fine, I'll tell the truth, whatever. Yes. Registered. What is the name of your most talented friend? The coolest girl you know. Well, I feel like I'm honor bound. Now, I better not ask about a third friend, because I don't have any. You're polar opposite. The yin to your yang. I don't know. I guess my roommate, which is, his name is Kiki. His name isn't Kiki. His name is Kiernan, but he says Kiki. Famous recurring stream character, Evil Kataga, in those old video essays where the person bursts in the room and they have like a fake mustache on. And they like say the opposite of whatever the person thinks. I'm not that different from Kiernan, I just wanted to say something. I'm feeling pretty postmodern. So far, my opinion is that the jury is out. I haven't seen enough of the game to have an opinion. Speaking of it being dark in here, I'm gonna turn on the light. That's nice music. Plaid is in right now, if you say so. As I waited outside of Michael's house for him to get his transfer cable, I couldn't help but be uneasy. I still didn't know where Sammy was, and all we had found was more mystery. Okay, dude, let's go upload these. My mom's on the phone, so if we want to go online, we'll have to go back to your house. Sorry about all the back and forth here. At least now you remember where I live. Didn't I say I thought this was where it was? No, I thought it was the one to the right of me. Yeah, the jury's out so far. It's like... It's kind of like how I felt playing through the first 2/3 of... That's good. That's a good set of criteria to agree with me. I'm very confused by the game so far, and I'm excited to see where it is going with all of the things that it is setting up. That is my opinion so far. Hello, doggy. Barksy. Is this new dialogue or is this the same stuff? This is the same. Hello, zine guy. Hey, is that magazine coming? Oh, it's great. Got all the stuff written, mostly. Well, it's more like a bunch of ideas floating around inside my head, but it's coming together. Should finish issue number 1 any day. Okay, cool. So, like, next month I should be able to pick it up? Yeah. Okay, yeah, next month. Has your sister been around lately? That girl used to be the talk of the town. These days, it seems like everyone has forgotten she ever existed. Uh-huh. Yeah? Is that how you would phrase that? Okay, we're going back to my house.
While we waited for Michael's camera to transfer the photos, we began to talk.
I was talking to my cousin about this recently. The lifelong implications of seeing something actually, undeniably supernatural. Specifically, your reflection doing something that you were not doing. He has a 6-year-old daughter. She's really precocious. Apparently, she told my cousin that when she looked into the mirror, she was smiling, but that she knew she wasn't smiling. When I thought about that, I knew it would destroy any respect you had for the rules of life or the boundaries of what could happen. I asked him what he said, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, kids say weird shit.
I don't know if I agree. I think it would... I feel the same way about, like, aliens and a lot of other supernatural stuff. I think it would... It might shake you up, like it would be a big shock to the system, but it's not gonna, like, make the foundations of society crumble. It's just, you still gotta go to work tomorrow. I think the structures of power are more set in stone than people expect. Would destroy any respect you had for the rules of life. I don't think you would be a fundamentally different person. It would just expand what... I think the second half of the sentence is true. The boundaries of what could happen. It would make it so you are, like, more... I don't know. I'm kind of talking in circles.
Subject later on after he had a few drinks in him. He said that it scared him to picture his daughter and another version of his daughter in the mirror, smiling when the other looked so miserable.
It's Schrodinger's cat.
He told me that his wife said his daughter was just confused, that she probably felt sad but was smiling from having fun playing. So inside she wasn't smiling, but outside she was. Maybe she couldn't understand what it meant to look happy outwardly, but feel inwardly depressed.
That's a good explanation.
Like as if her vocabulary wasn't enough to express depression,
I would say that you should add Mother 3 to that diagram, but I think it would just be a circle that's so large that it encompasses the other three.
Have you ever had any other experiences with paranormal stuff? Like before?
Not really. I
Liar.
always had a bit of an interest in it. I always thought that these sort of things follow certain people around. Like there's something that picks a particular person and forces them to see all the weirdness that others miss out on.
You say that with a lot of affection.
That's not true. In Deltarune, there's a big toilet. And in Mother 3, there's a big toilet. So basically, they're the same game.
I don't know. It's just kind of been my thing for a while. Conspiracies, ghosts, missing people, things like that.
I don't remember a big toilet in Omori. Okay, so in Deltarune, it's in chapter 2. Chapter 2. It's when you're backtracking. There's a big, goofy. There is a big. That's true, Humphrey. There's a big, like, extremely detailed drawn toilet blocking your way back in one scene. And it says, like, this toilet was drawn much too large and is blocking your way back. Yeah, and Mother 3 has one in the final chapter. It's the hallway with all the bathrooms, and each one you open has something funny inside of it. And one of them has, like, a gigantic toilet.
When did you first get into this sort of thing?
Yeah, refreshing toilets.
I can't remember one thing that really pulled me in. My parents always fell asleep watching TV. They used to sneak into their room and watch those missing persons shows while they were sleeping. Once your mom finally got internet to Frankton, I started checking out some of the more paranormal websites.
It's interesting that Alex's mom brought the internet to Frankton.
Before long, I realized that the information was too scattered. I spent a few weekends learning HTML, and before I knew it, Onism 1999 had over 15,000 hits each week.
Wait, you were involved with making Onism 1999?
You didn't know that? I figured that's why you kept talking to me about the missing Asian girl.
I am surprised Alex didn't know that.
No, I just needed to get all that off my chest. Look, Michael, I need to be entirely honest with you, but yeah, just promise me you won't think I'm insane or anything.
Okay, fair enough. What did you lie about?
I met the girl who went missing. Her name is Sammy. I had followed a cat into the abandoned factory, and I found her there. She had been looking for a cat. I just assumed the cat hung out there and she'd gone in to try and find him when he didn't go back home. But the thing is, she said some really strange stuff. Stuff about living in the factory, pretending not to know what elevators were. Well, okay, maybe not pretending. I think she really didn't know what they were. There were weird gaps in her knowledge that I had interpreted as her being quirky, but now I wonder if there was actually something really wrong with her.
You saw her yesterday, right? So you saw her after she went missing? That's actually a good thing, Alex. This means she wasn't taken by some serial killer or rapist.
It means she was swallowed up by a being made of stars and planets. How is that better?
Fair enough. So, what was her last name? Did she tell you that much?
No.
Maybe we can check online for a missing persons
No.
report.
Sorry.
You can call the police and tell them you know where the video was taken.
I know the name of her cat, though, if that helps.
There still is a part of me that thinks that, like...
What, that you dreamed it? Dude, I don't know. That would be a pretty specific dream.
Dreams are always specific.
So you think you went into the factory, came home, and then had a really realistic dream where you met a missing girl you hadn't seen before?
Yeah, that would be something he would say.
But... You see, she didn't exactly look like the girl in the video.
She didn't?
There was something skeletal about her appearance.
What?
Something otherworldly.
Otherworldly?
Yeah. Dude, just forget I said pictures upload?
Yeah, let me pull them up. How is this possible? They completely distorted the photos! Holy shit! Okay, well, yeah, this is pretty otherworldly.
Okay. But she did look like the girl in the video.
It was as if someone had cracked an egg over my head. What trickled out was hot dread, a feeling of pure anxiety. All of my fears were confirmed. What I was experiencing was real. There was no doubt about it.
Thanks for cutting away for a moment there.
To Onism 1999 and avoided an explanation. We had our doubters, but more people wanted to believe than not. With each reply, Sammy got pushed further away from the forefront of the discussion. I explained how the building was the same one from the elevator girl video, that everyone was more concerned by the creepy figures in the photo. Each time my little mailbox turned red, I slowly realized that everyone on this forum wanted the content to be true. They needed it to be. A few people tried to explain why the photos were distorted, but most people believed it to be ghosts, or the devil, or other stupid things like that. I considered myself something of a philosopher in college.
Oh my god.
I thought I had answers, but now that I've come face to face with the otherworldly,
I considered myself something of a philosopher in
I know
college.
now that every person who tells you about spirituality, dead people, and all that have no idea what they're talking about. Someone told a lie, and it somehow stuck. I told the truth, and it just gets muddied up by that same ancient myth.
I don't know, dude.
With the exception of my post, most of the things on that forum seemed like lies.
I don't know if you would say, I would say that it's, are you telling the truth? You took scary pictures.
It wasn't until about 2 weeks after my post.
You don't know what it
when a
is.
user posted something about a girl who could rip holes in time and space. I wouldn't have believed it myself, but he had photos. And we had seen the girl before.
So you realize we've seen this chick before, right?
What?
Oh, really? Where? Wait,
He actually didn't remember.
Knew you'd get there eventually. It's that old lady from the arcade.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna look like Sammy, and he had just already forgotten what she looks like.
jeez, enough of that old crap. She's probably our age.
Don't lump me in with you 20-somethings. I have a bright future ahead of me.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, if only you knew. Just wait till you're done with college. You'll be...
Boring and fat like the rest of your graduating class? I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Toy Story, exactly.
In the meantime, I will continue to be my interesting, slim, nubile self.
nubile.
I stand by my statement. Anyway, let's take another look at those photos.
Wow. It's just so unbelievable. What is the likelihood that this is a thing?
It's incredibly unlikely. But since we've got nothing better to do, let's say we visit ye old arcade for some air hockey and interview an interdimensional traveler.
Okay. Whatever you say, buckaroo. Log on to computer. Tip, you should be nicer to your friends. Hey, cool. Sammy Pack, 21, missing and a thief. She stole my heart. Insert missing woman poster. Interestingly enough, I saw this missing person's ad this morning. I scanned it in. Bleh. Sorry for the potato quality. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure you mofos will surely do so, but this is not the Asian girl from the elevator video. I wish we had the poster. She English is great. Hmm. Has a dog. So this is just like bullshit that they're making up? Hmm. I am the elevator girl. Hello, real person. She shows signs of being schizophrenic. I do not want to be found. Where did they even get the name from? Just the, like, missing person document? Yeah. Yeah, they kind of do. Do we... When did we post our videos? Our stuff? Because I don't see a post about that. Oh, it might be this one. That's like barely distorted. You can pretty clearly see the thing in it. Yeah, I think that's Alex for sure. Okay, and this is the arcade girl. How would he not put that together? She's photographed in front of the arcade. The picture is in Frankton or whatever the town is called. Oh my fucking god. Holy fuck, please let these be real. Who is this mysterious woman? What are those portals? Find out more in the next episode of Onism 1999. Dun dun dun. Thanks, Bear's Necessity. Talking to a cat. No, shut up, shit theory. Sam Squatch. These are the same things? Yes. It just keeps the question mark. It's extra funny how, like self-righteous he got about the conversation moving towards the video, because it was literally just his post. Nobody was talking about it other than in the comments of his post. Cookies are still out. Tip, you have value as a person. Okay. I guess we're going to the arcade. Good job. I think I've won that game maybe 3 times in my life. It's hard when you're clicking them randomly.
So, you gonna talk to her?
Are you kidding me? That's totally your job. Just man up and say something to her.
I don't think I should. It'd be, good for you to learn to talk to girls before you go away to college.
I know how to talk to girls, but she is a senior citizen, man. What is she, like, 27? Ew. That's your thing, man.
It doesn't look like a very enjoyable game. It's just moving straight forward and getting coins over and over.
I told you to cut it out with the age crap. She's probably no older than 24. And besides, aren't you the nubile one? You're much more desirable.
This sucks. I don't like this.
Yes, that's true. I am.
Listen here, boys. We have a zero creeping on women policy here.
Yeah, tell him.
If you'd like to ogle some women, I'm sure your mothers would love it if you were home in time for supper.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's just we have this photo of you that we.
That's not. Don't say that,
You've been
Alex.
taking photos of me? Wow. You guys are even more screwed up than I thought.
Yeah.
Can't say you'd be the first pervs I've thrown out of this place.
Can I give up? Can I let her kill me? Defend! That's true. That's true. Dead. So the gun is when a party member dies for sure.
My camera!
Oh, my camera!
Exposed my film!
Okay, we give in. Just ease off. We didn't mean to be creepy.
So this means that the death game is something that everybody does all the time?
Then why were you taking photographs of me?
Hey, we didn't take the photos. Someone on the internet did.
Someone on the internet? What are you talking about?
If you'd stop slamming our heads together for 1 minute, we'd love to explain.
So it must be just like a interpretation of generic violence then, and not happening diegetically.
Okay, explain.
There's this website where people post conspiracies and other weird things, and there's this photo of you, like, exploding things with your mind.
That's not what the photo shows.
Exploding things with my mind. I haven't done that in a while, so I'm sure it's an old photo.
So you're not denying that you can do that?
Of course I can't. Not with my mind, at least. This goes against all the better judgment I have in me, but can you take me to a computer to show me these photos?
Yeah, sure. I live like 5 minutes from here.
And away we go. Yeah, the game is so boring it can literally play exactly the same without you there. Hello, Change Man.
Well, that's me. Just, I don't know when these were taken.
How exactly do you explain all the blowing stuff up with your mind things? Can you really do that?
It's not exactly with my mind. I use sound. Remember when I kicked your ass earlier? I used the sound of my keytar to deal physical damage. If you study the physical properties of sound, you can learn enough about acoustics to both heal and damage objects orally.
Where did you learn to do something like that?
Oh, years of private practice and studying, really. So tell me more about this website. What is Onism 1999?
Basically, it's a place on the internet for people to talk about conspiracies, the occult, and anything supernatural.
Seems like something boys would like. Do you recognize the
I
location
like
from
her.
these photos?
That's behind the old grocery store. Obviously, you've been there before.
What do you mean behind the old? It's right in front of the arcade. It has the arcade in the picture.
Interesting.
What's your name, by the way?
My name's Vela Wild. It's interesting to meet you. I'm guessing you're a cameraman, and this is your sidekick, Ginger Boy?
Yes.
Usually I go by Alex. Only my mom is allowed to call me Ginger Boy.
She really gets us. You really would be my sidekick, Alex. Cameraman by day, Michael by night.
Right. So, why do you two spend all your time on such odd websites? Do you really believe this stuff?
Michael and I spend the next hour or so recounting the events of me finding Sammy, and us running into the star creatures inside of the old factory. As we told the story, Bella just looked into my eyes and never reacted. I first began with trepidation. As it went on, I could tell she was doing her best to understand my story. Something felt familiar about her, but not in the I've met her sort of way. Something deeper. I dated a girl in college who was a women and gender studies major. She told me that she believed men and women were all the same at our core. That we were all made of the same elements, not just on a physical level, but in a metaphysical level. She was a strong believer in spirituality, although she'd be the first to tell you she was religious. She told me she believed everyone had soulmates, plural, a series of people we were compatible with. In her theory, this applied to friendship as well as romantic relationships. She said that when the universe was created, all matter was one object, and that since we're all matter, we are all the same. She said that she believes our soulmates were cut from the same section of that initial piece of matter. That unexpected feeling of familiarity you feel when you meet someone for the first time means you were meant to meet. I personally didn't believe it. I still don't think she has all her facts straight. But every time I feel what I felt when Bella looked in my eyes, I thought of this explanation.
Did you manage to speak with the entities?
The entities? I guess you mean the star creatures.
Yes, those are the ones.
No! We were too busy running for our lives!
Did you try and take photographs of them, Michael?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Bella told us things. Confusing things. Things that, under normal circumstances, I wouldn't have believed. The way she spoke seemed two-sided. As if for a few moments, the side of her that she was trying to keep hidden was visible. As soon as we noticed, she made to cover herself up. She made jokes more often than she was serious. But when the serious aspect of her personality appeared, I was convinced that's who she really was. This was almost more fascinating than the information she was giving us. That's the thing with people, isn't it? You can show them all the mysteries of the universe, but if they're distracted by the human element of the tale, they'll shift all of their attention there.
He's very pretentious.
Self-consumed with humanity, self-consumed with other people. You know? It's just how people are.
My experience with them is limited, but what I've observed was powerful. I understand that what I'm about to tell you will sound like a lie, so I ask you to look past the words I'm saying and hear the truth behind them. A short time ago, I entered into a dark place, both physically and metaphysically. While I was there, I encountered the entities for the first time. I can't say what about their presence was so striking to me, but the moment I saw them, I felt something. Something that was weighted. Like their bodies took up the entirety of the room, as if they were the room. At first, I approached one and we spoke. However, the contents of the conversation isn't important to the story. Something I said upset it, and it tried to grab me. It was almost like a mother trying to smother its child. The pain was beyond description. It scared me to death. The entity was incredibly heavy. I managed to break free, but the weight of the thing remained on me. For the entirety of the following week, it was as if someone was twisting a drill inside me. My head would throb, and the pain felt bone deep. You probably can't imagine what it was like, you two, but just the thought of the pain now brings tears to my eyes.
This doesn't sound like a real thing that someone would say. This sounds written.
I reflected on her story. I wanted to reply, but something inside me told me to let the words hang in the air. It was as if the longer the pause between her words and mine, the more truth they carried. Finally, I spoke. That's horrifying. But can you explain what you mean by entered a dark place? Or more importantly, physically and metaphysically? I can understand doing it physically and mentally, but I need some help with the meta part.
Metaphysical is a word, an adjective to be more specific. It means pertaining to or of the nature of metaphysics. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that includes the first principles, includes ontology and cosmology, and is intimately connected with epistemology.
Nobody would say this. Nobody would ever say these words in this order. It's like Zero Escape, where they're reading the Wikipedia article at me.
Epistemology is, of course, a branch of philosophy that investigates the origin, nature, methods, and limits of human knowledge.
Thank you for the definition, which I already knew. I was looking for something more concrete, more tangible.
I'm afraid that's all I feel comfortable telling you. I don't know you at all, and to reveal something so personal seems like I'd be opening myself up to vulnerability.
Do you mean to imply that you found a way to exist inside of a metaphysical space? That you...
Enough! I don't need to talk about this with you. It makes me uncomfortable. Don't you get that?
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to piss you off.
Look, I need to get back to the arcade. I was technically in the middle of a shift. I'm gonna write my number down. Call me if you see any more interesting comments on my photos, or have a run-in with the entities.
Wait, I have one more question before you go.
Alright.
How did you get to be so powerful? You took both of us on and barely broke a sweat.
You act as if that's impressive. Look, I've trained myself in the metaphysical space, inside of the mind dungeon. I like you two, so I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Here is one last number. Call it if you ever want to open your mind and expand your battle abilities. That's all I'll say for now. The guy on the other end can explain more.
The Mind Dungeon is now available. You can access the Mind Dungeon from any phone. This location is vital in developing your party's abilities. Do not neglect to visit here often.
The way I look at it, we have two things we need to do. If we want to hang out with Vela again, we're gonna need to train ourselves. Also, if we want to call her, we're gonna need to search Onism 1999 for some interesting posts.
Okay, simple enough. Go grind and then give Villa a call.
Yeah, but don't forget to search Onism 1999 for some good posts.
I don't want to grind.
She'll probably hang up on you again if we don't have anything cool.
Man, are we even cool enough to hang out with someone like her?
No.
Nope! I'm still growing, and you're an overgrown man-child who can barely pick up a record.
True.
So let's head out of Frankton and try to find some things to beat up.
Sounds good. We should stock up on some healing items at the burger joint before heading out.
Ring, ring, ring. microphone.
Hey! Just calling to see if you figured it out. I would love to just come out and say it, but I think it would scare you to death. And that would ruin everything.
They don't say that either. Real people talk about metaphysics. They do. They just don't. They don't like have the dictionary definition of metaphysics memorized. They don't say it like that. I don't know. It's not really a criticism. It's like when you're reading a book and a character has a soliloquy, it feels unnatural, but that's not really the point of it. So it's not bad. It just feels off-putting, I guess. It feels strange. Which again is maybe the point. I don't know. Alex himself is weird and off-putting, but it feels like he lives in a world of people who are very similar to him.
Nope. I haven't figured anything out.
I think the person on the other side of the phone is Crow. I think that was Crow's voice.
Look, if you're just gonna keep calling me and say vague, creepy shit, you should at least tell me your name.
Oh! It's your best childhood friend.
I think, maybe not.
Think back to when you met me. We were kids. I think Losing My Religion by R.E.M. had just become a big hit. My mom didn't want me listening to it because she was afraid it would turn me into a bad kid or something.
Is it their brother?
I went over to your house and we listened to it
Oh.
on your stereo for hours. My mom came to pick me up from your house, heard the song, and freaked out. How can you not remember that? It was the funniest thing.
The story was so specific. It sounded so familiar, and yet I couldn't place it. It was like I had read it in a book somewhere or watched it on a TV show. But still, no particular name or date came to mind.
Yeah, you're right. You probably wouldn't remember that. Look, I'm going to keep calling you until you remember me. Remember what you used to say. Everything happens for a reason. That reason is nothing happens for any reason.
What a weirdo.
Women are so into glasses.
Excuse me. No, seriously, I'm fine. Please don't fret.
Markiplier.
I'm Marlene, although that's just the name my parents gave me. Please call me Crow, although most people just call me Kay. You look confused. May I ask why?
Because I'm in a trippy hellscape.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, I know.
Please forgive my rudeness. I don't mean to pry, but I can't help myself. Welcome to the Dungeon of the Mind. I imagine this is your first time here.
Yes.
Ah, I see. I see. Where should I begin? Well, first I should begin by saying in the fight between you and the Mind Dungeon, back the Mind Dungeon. For all intents and purposes, the Mind Dungeon is the only thing that truly exists. Everything else is just shattered fragments of time and matter floating in the soul space.
Uh-huh.
Remember to save often. One advantage in keeping a diary is that you become aware, with reassuring clarity, of the changes in which you constantly suffer. Plus, it's never fun to lose progress. Well, good luck. I've often said that it's comforting to reflect that the disproportion of things in the world seems to be only arithmetical. I'm not really sure what I mean by that either. Lastly, in my pseudo-philosophical rantings, I forgot to mention something vital. You may have heard this in a distant dream, but I feel like I should remind you. When you kill an enemy, it's dead forever. Killing enemies gives you experience points. Remember, though, you can decide not to kill any enemy and avoid the battle altogether.
Really?
However, doing so might not be wise all the time, since you'll want to find experience points to spend on character upgrades.
Wow, okay. Thanks, buddy. Just like Undertale indeed. Whoa, whoa,
Hey
huh.
there, gamer.
Whoa.
I see you found your way.
Did I found my way?
Hop up here and Jocasta will show you something exciting.
Whoa. Oh, I guess I fell down. Level up. The Self, the Sun, the Holy Thief. These were the three that the one thing mentioned. The Sun.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Can I level up somebody else?
Okay.
Maybe. Hello. Oh. Oh. I am a prince. Well, not in title, but in luxury. A bastard child of the king. My mother was the first queen. But my father did not care for a son like me. I don't have any of those, so no. Level represents the number of level floors one is descended into the mine dungeon. Level can be increased as a metric for overall strength. Mm-hmm. Especially if you find yourself loosing to a tough enemy. That's a typo. Unplayable. Oh my god. Metal saws earth. Wood grows out of earth. Earth absorbs water. Water extinguishes fire. Fire heats metal. Metal shovels earth. Earth covers fire. Fire burns wood. Wood drinks water. Water rusts metal. Affinity unknown. Wildcard. The affinity of this person or monster can be easily changed. If an attacker strikes a target with a matching affinity, there's a chance a clash will occur. Spoiler, these are basically useless. Okay. Ailments. On fire. Takes fire elemental damage continuously. Blind is lower accuracy. Mesmerized is like confused. Under heavy fire is takes damage continuously. Nostalgic, unable to act at all. Stuck dealing with feelings of the past. I like that. That's very thematic. Timeline. Gotcha. Have you seen the Dungeon Master? He promised me more thread. I have so many to tend to and so few supplies. I still don't have any blood bags. True. Ooh, you fall really fast. I was expecting I would have more momentum. Is this gonna send me back up to the entrance? It is. Okay. So what do I do? Go over here. Take a card out from a party member. Card to key required. Oh, did I spend one when I got the other one? This is the symbol from the intro of the two chairs and then all the characters. We have Cassie, the record store owner, Rory, I think. It's hard to identify these characters with the lights. I think this is Vari, whatever her name was, I forget. I don't see Alex though on here, interestingly enough. Or Michael. I also don't see Michael. He might be here and he's just hard to see though. Okay. Oh, there's a jump button. I'm stupid.
You see that golden egg? It's called a foil. Inside is a carta. Go ahead. Open it.
I don't have a key.
Wait, I forgot. You can't do it without one of these. This is a carta key. Bring me a gift. I'll give you one.
Okay. He jumps really good. He's good at jumping. Why do we live? To possess memes? To process memes? To select for them using consciousness? Without a body, I can't pass on my genes. As a projection of the mind, I fear becoming a vessel for an idea. The meme host. The Onism man. That's great, dude. Thanks a lot for sharing. Are you like a spirit that doesn't have a body? What does onism mean? I don't know. I can't tell what the game wants me to do with moments like this. Does it want me to think to myself, ooh, this is very clever. This game is being really smart right now when it says this stuff to me. Am I supposed to, like, genuinely try and interface with it and take away from this the fact that there's a character here who is a, like, metaphysical spirit entity that actually is afraid of becoming an embodiment of an idea? I don't know what to do with that. What am I... Is it supposed to be like the pseudo-philosophical stuff that the crow was talking about? Like it doesn't really mean anything? And it's just supposed to, like, make you think that it's being pretentious? You're gonna have such a great time playing Umineko. I don't know. Like, what is it... What does it mean that there's a thought creature here? What is the implications of that? What is the, like... The author decided to put this here for some reason. And if Alex was writing this part, I would think it's like navel-gazy, pointless, pretentious nonsense. But it seems self-aware enough to call out its own characters for doing that sort of thing. So, is it just doing it and it's not as self-aware as I think it is? Also, I think I might have been supposed to be able to break those rocks and I just walked past it. Also, this background is making me really dizzy. It doesn't have to be deep. I just want it to mean something, I guess. And with the symbolism stuff, I'm still... like, the jury's out whether it is going to end up meaning anything. But with stuff like that, like, it's kind of just... you blink and you miss it. And it's just kind of nothing, I guess. I don't know. These are the same... I think these are the same things as the ones that were chasing Alex around in the first section of the game as, like, shadows, and then appeared in his dreams. And they're in, like, tubes here. What does that mean? I don't know. I guess you play games and information is revealed. Oh, there's one of the star creatures right there. / entities. Stuff might be designed to only make sense on a replay. That's true. And that's, again, that is fine, as long as it makes sense eventually. Something is strange about this rock. That's because it's not a rock, it's a tree. I even think I would say that some amount of purposeless surrealism is like fine. Like the background just being swirly colors doesn't have to mean anything. It's because it's like a mental metaphysical space. It's not, it doesn't have to like symbolize something. So maybe I'm just not generalizing that out enough, and I should be applying that same mentality to more things. I definitely think I envision there being more, like, combat here. I must be missing something. These are different. Also, they're intangible. Did I go down here already? Yes, I did. Floor 46. Does that number change when I go higher? No. Help me. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you have a gift for me?
Sure.
Didn't think I'd ever get something so special from a gamer. You only have one heart, though. Are you sure you'll be able to stop at just one card?
I don't know. Oh. Also, we have... It's just me and Crow. It's not... What's his name? Okay, it's specifically Alex. Okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I got the cow moo. It has a little, like, image of her. Hello, cow. No, because I don't have any blood bags. You get none. I don't like you, Crow. I guess I haven't been up here. Have you figured it out yet? The question. No, I have not. Evidently. Thump, 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 thump. You remember your mother and father together. the camera is a recurring character, and also this character with the like cartoon face is a recurring character now. Is there something here that I'm missing, Casey? Because I'm just like running around and I'm not finding anything. Or is this like early in the game and more stuff shows up later or something? You're right that it isn't grinding, I just don't know what it is. Oh. I got a fetus coin. Extremely valuable in Edmund McMillan town. I ask the never-ending question yet again. Am I stupid? I mean, I guess I leave.
You have mail. I don't know about you, but I feel stronger. I think you can see my biceps now.
So did Michael enter his own separate mine dungeon then, I assume?
Hell yeah. I'm not really worried about how I look. I'm more concerned about how I...
Yeah, you would say that.
Ignoring that, you think we're strong enough to call Vela up?
Probably not. But might as well give it a shot if we can find anything good on Onism. Have you logged on today? What's that smell?
Cookies.
Is that roses?
Cookies.
You okay, dude?
What is that?
You okay, dude?
Seems like the answer to that question is no. Alex is not okay. He's having a tough time of things.
Hey, Michael. Check this out. Someone sent me a PM.
Hey man, I saw your post about the elevator girl in the factory she went missing in. My sister vanished a few weeks ago, and there was some screwed up thing about with her disappearance too. If you're interested in checking out where she was last seen, you should come to Windtown. It's east of the factory the elevator girl was last seen in.
So what do you think? This interesting enough to bother Vela about?
Yeah, probably not bad.
call Vela or go out into the world to the dungeons out there? Probably just call her.
Hey, Bella. It's Alex. Some kid sent us an email saying his sister vanished.
Really?
Yeah, said it was similar to the elevator girl's disappearance.
Okay, and he wants us to come check it out? I'll meet you at the Franklin bus stop. That's the best way to get there without a car.
You want to leave now?
Yes. I don't have work till tomorrow afternoon, so it would be best for me to do it today so I can get some sleep.
Fair enough.
Oh, and Alex, I thought you should know. The elevator girl has a name. Her name is Semi Park. I was able to get some information on her. I'll share it with you in person.
Semi Park, huh?
Okay. Bye, Casey. Talk to you later. Your ears? Oh no! There you go.
Yeah. Thinking about it, I can get the stuff like a lot of the time when there's like thematic weird stuff. It's usually both the thematic weird stuff and also like events that can be tracked, or it's just happening at the same time. Like in Utana, right? There's
I've not played it.
the whole sword fights. They're obviously like thematic in nature, but they're also very real events that are happening with swords. It's like there's a lot of times where characters are talking and something will be happening on screen that's like completely absurd to represent something, but it's not acknowledged at all. But like it's fine because they're just talking. In this game, there's a lot of places where everything like slows to a halt, so something completely weird and not relevant to the in-fiction story about Alex happens.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I will release myself from the need to offer constant running commentary. Maybe that's part of why I'm being so dismissive. Because it's not like I've never enjoyed something that's like abstract like this. But also, I feel like in... this is just kind of me speculating, because I haven't actually watched or played Utena at all. Those scenes, while abstract, still have like a sufficiently clear meaning. It's symbolism that is both diegetic and non-diegetic. But it's like, it has some meaning. It means something emotional. It speaks to some, like, non-literal truth, but still truth nonetheless, about the events that are going on. And when I'm playing this game so far, I feel like a lot of things are happening that seem completely disconnected from any sense of reality, to the point where it's hard to tell if it's meant to be interpreted or if it's meant to just be like symbolism for its own sake, if that makes sense. But again, we're far too early on for that to be answered. I'm trying to find the bus stop. I think she said what town it was in, and I forgot. I really don't want to be overly negative, though. If I can help it.
Okay, you boys ready? I got us the tickets already. We just take this bus to the first stop outside Frankton, and then it's just a 4-mile walk to Wintown.
4 miles? That's pretty far. Shouldn't we just call a cab?
If you'd like to pay for it, go ahead.
We could always call your mom.
No. Walking's fine. It's, good for your body.
Bus.
we sat on the bus with Bella and began to talk, it felt as if she was a different person. The edge to her personality had dulled a little bit. She seemed almost happy to see us. We were just leaving Frankton when she told us what she had learned about Sammy. Sammy Park was a 23-year-old Korean American who had moved to Frankton from Sydney. She was an only child and lived with her mother until she moved to Frankton on March 2nd for her job. She was some sort of legal cleric and hadn't even begun working yet when she vanished. Apparently, the organization she was going to work for does a public TV Korean news show. The friend who got her the job did the reporting.
I guess she looked at the same posts that we did earlier.
The police have no leads. It is currently being treated as a missing persons case.
Where exactly did you find out all this?
I read about it in a Korean newspaper.
Are you Korean?
No. Do I look Korean?
It's hard to say. You look vaguely ethnic?
Don't say that.
Really? That's what you're going with?
Kill him. Punch him through the chest.
Maybe it'd be best if you just didn't mention race again. Somehow it comes off so awkward when you do it.
I just meant, like, you know, exotic.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Please, just stop. This is seriously uncomfortable now, Alex. Anyway, my boss at the Frankton Arcade is Korean, and he always keeps newspapers around. I saw the picture of Sammy and asked him about the story. I called the police and asked them if they'd seen the video, and they said that the detective in charge of the case would get back to me shortly. This was 4 days ago. I find it unlikely he ever will.
4 days ago? That was before she met us, right?
I'm not surprised, really.
Has more time passed than it seems? Because I thought this was day 2.
It's almost like no one cares that she's missing.
I'll check through more newspapers, though, see if there are any leads.
We must be playing fast and loose with the timeline, and this is like several days later.
Might not be a bad idea to try and talk to the woman who reported her missing after we visit the guy in Windtown.
It's weird that they would have us, like, go to sleep and wake up the next day, though. Maybe that's not that weird. Because they're, like, establishing that that is what is happening, and then they don't feel the need to do it over and over. But no, because Alex said to Michael that he saw the thing yesterday. And that was in one continuous stretch from then to now. We haven't seen, like, any cuts.
I didn't say it at the time, but something felt off. The Sammy I met was strange. She didn't seem like the kind of girl who could have grown up in a city, moved to a small town, and worked for a television station. People who don't know what elevators are usually aren't capable of such tasks. My Sammy, and Sammy in the newspaper, may have looked the same. There was a difference there. I could feel it.
So, how far are we again from Windtown?
Not too far. 4 miles northeast of here. We don't need to cross any more highways, so if we approach one, we're going the wrong way.
Okay, let's do this.
Did Michael reach level 5? Yes, we're all level 5. Now we're all level 6. Okay. I see. Northeast. This is just east. Wind Town.
Hey, look! We're in Chicago!
Haha.
Did you just laugh? I think this is the first time I've heard you do that.
I do it all the time. Well, usually it's in my head, and normally it's aimed at you too.
Ouch.
Good.
Did this guy tell you where to meet him specifically?
Well, crap. No, he didn't.
Well then, I guess this is where we start asking any late-night street crawlers for information.
How do you propose we do that?
Find the nearest person and ask them about the girl who disappeared here recently. Pretty easy, actually. Just be direct, Alex. They won't bite. Well, maybe they won't. This town is pretty suspect.
Okay, fair enough. Let's give it a try.
Rude. Defend! Banish a sole survivor. What does that do? Nothing. I want to use Panda Barrier. Defend! Oh, what? Shadow clone.
Panda barrier!
I see. Defend! Defend!
Panda barrier!
Pocket monster cards. Carrie Manser. Satoru Wada. Heh. Ooh. Yeah, because, like, well, I don't know. If I go back, it's going to be daytime again. Yes, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. I agree with that. The stuff like the fact that they name the combat system the death game and have the characters talk about it like that, and the fact that there's a crossover between the concept of Karta as combat stuff and the concept of Karta as like tokens for carry in those sequences does make that a bit confusing. It's hard to tell what it wants me to be taking as literal and what it wants me to not be taking as literal. Because, like, in a normal RPG, the idea is that they are really fighting. It's just that there's, like, a level of non-diegetic game that represents that combat. So they are literally fighting, but like they're not literally standing in a row taking turns attacking each other. But it like represents the literal action that's happening. Whereas in Undertale, the combat system is diegetic. They literally fight by entering like the squares like that. That's true. I'm reminded of Expedition 33. There was a period in that game, there was something that a character said that stuck with me whenever I'm in these sorts of early game not understanding states. The character says, I'm envious of those who know not that they are not. Also, that's funny. Oh, Vela didn't heal. For some reason, I thought we heal between combats. I don't know why I thought that.
Photo shoot!
Oh. Oh, that doesn't stop bleeding. Michael is in trouble. Eat it, a cheese boy. Wow, he was at 0 health there for a second. Yeah, that's true. I'm reminded of End of Evangelion, where the purpose of so much of the surreal imagery is to impart upon you the emotional experience of what Shinji is going through. It's incomprehensible to him, and as such, it is incomprehensible to the audience. There is an explanation for everything that's going on, and once you do grasp it, it does make sense. But even if you don't fully grasp everything, that sort of like chilling ice in your veins sensation that washes over you as you see the world end in that movie is no less, in fact, perhaps even more effective without understanding the, like, minutia of, oh, it's because a piece of Adam touched a piece of the Lilith, and as such it caused a reaction because the comets that came to Earth are created to cause an impact when they interact with another piece of life, because it's the seeds of life go out across the universe to seed life on different planets, and they land, and then there's another thing that lands there, and then when the two of them go together, it like creates all the life, blah, 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 blah. Kind of thing. So what is it trying to express to me as someone who doesn't understand it? It seems like Alex is experiencing things in a sort of weird temporal way. Like, we've seen, I think, 2 or 3 times now a vision of Michael, like, punching this in the face. And we've also seen Michael doing other stuff, but perhaps this is meant to be like a premonition of Michael betraying us somehow. And Alex is like seeing that. I don't know. It also kind of goes into like the incomprehensibility of the supernatural stuff that they're kind of going for. He said, oh, people think they understand the supernatural with ghosts and demons and stuff, but they don't really, because it being supernatural is it being incomprehensible. Maybe. We are meant to be confused because Alex is confused at this point in the story. Maybe? I don't know. I hope that's fair. Again, I'm trying not to be too negative if I can avoid it. I want to give the game a fair shot. I gotta heal. There was a water fountain that I just didn't use. Right, I've forgotten like every single piece of advice that every person's given me. Go everywhere, talk to everybody. Oh. Poor kid. Oh, there's somebody new here. Is... I should have healed! Ah! Well. Damn.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Had the barrier.
We are struggling. Did it say fail? I think it did. Dang. We're in so much trouble. It's so over. Escape. No! It's so Jover. Nope. I can't flee. I can buy stuff. I do really like this music. It's very, like, appropriately dramatic. Rumor fail.
For me.
We win these.
I cracked my lens.
Okay.
Hmm.
Panda barrier.
That's depressing. Uh-oh.
Panda barrier.
Yeah, well, I just might be. He's attacking so quickly!
Crack my lens. Panda barrier.
Okay, he's weak to Alex's attacks and resistant to the other guy, so I'm gonna do healing with you.
Crack my lens.
Ouch. Ouch! That was 2 crits in a row! What are you doing? What is this game? It's never been more over. Eat the ambrosia, I guess.
Panda barrier.
What the ah!
Panda barrier.
We win these. I'm the greatest to ever do it. The differences are really minor. Oh.
I see you settled into the mine dungeon quite well. Have you met the librarian? Oh, I guess you wouldn't. She's on floor 15. There is a girl who minds the place all by herself. Tell her the crow told you to come read old memories. She will show you the rest. Before you go, I feel like I should warn you about that girl. Ask whatever questions you want, but remember, she may not answer. There are things I cannot say, and things she certainly can't. However, keep asking questions. Ask as many as you can think of.
Okay, the game is telling me to ask questions. I'm vindicated.
That will be whenever you're not in the dungeon of the mind, you are free to do as you like. Understand?
Aye, aye.
Okay.
I'll save one blood bag. Looking directly at the camera. Yeah, literally.
Who are you guys?
Hello, Rory.
I'm Alex. I come from the internet.
Don't say it that way.
Oh, one sec. Come in.
Doggy!
So hey, yeah, I'm Rory, but you probably figured that much out on your own. If not, why would I be letting you into my room? Anyway, what are your names?
I'm Alex. This is Vela and Michael.
No, I mean, what are your screen names? That's how I know all of you, so that'll be more beneficial.
Oh, I'm SNES Man 99. I think that's the first time I've had to say that out loud. Michael is Veriformer, and Vela isn't cool enough to go on as a tour.
Hey, aren't you that girl? The one from Windway 87's post about the girl who's ripping up holes in reality in his town?
I am. But don't believe everything you read on the internet.
Michael's petting the
Always
dog.
take that stuff too seriously.
Hey, I invented lying on the internet, so no need to warn me. Anyway, I'll have my eyes on it. Don't need you ripping a hole in my basement with your mind powers or whatever the hell it is you do.
Well, then just remain on my good side. So, Rory, tell us about your sister. When did she disappear?
My sister, she vanished about 3 weeks ago. Went to school one day, left school, and now she's gone.
Okay, so Rory's the good brother,
Crazy
and
elevator video
it's
of
not
her
actually
leaving,
related
she's
to
gone.
Alex.
Oh, did your parents get the police involved?
No, my parents aren't exactly what you call proactive. They aren't the types that jump to their kids' defense when they're in trouble.
Do you think it would be okay if we talked to them?
No, that wouldn't be okay. It's complicated.
I see. Well, who else knows that she's missing? This is extremely serious. A teenage girl goes missing, and someone needs to be doing something about it.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah, okay, you're right. Where do we begin? Well, my sister Carrie started acting weird a few months back. She was having trouble with some girls in school, but nothing she couldn't handle. So one day, things get really weird when I find her in the attic. She was holding some of her baby toys, stuff that's been boxed up for years. I asked her what she was doing, and she said she needed them for gifts. Gifts for kids who had less than she did. So then she left. She took 7 things with her. After she vanished, I went around looking for her, and I found her toys scattered everywhere. Anyway, the weird thing is, each place a toy was found, an accident happened there shortly after. One of the toys was left at an underpass, and the next day, a kid was killed when a car hit him. And I know that sounds like a coincidence, but then at a train station, a woman was robbed, and the guy who grabbed her purse ran into the tracks and got hit by, not the train, but a cop car that lost control and plowed into him. Anyway, this old lady had a heart attack and died the next day at the grocery store right on top of a sewage cap where another toy had been found. You can't tell me all of that is a coincidence.
Did anything happen to you personally when you went to these locations? Were you the one who found the toys?
Yeah to both. But okay, let's just go to the places. I think it'd be best for me to show you myself.
I really like Rory so far. Rory's voice acting makes the weird dialogue sound it sounds natural coming from him because his voice acting sounds weird also. So it sounds like a way a human being would actually speak. The voice actor did a really good job. Okay, so I think this here is a pretty good example of something that I think we can understand pretty clearly. Not the specific symbolic meaning, but like what level of the text it's operating on. Alex is not seeing this, or he would be reacting. We know that he reacted very strongly to the first time that he saw the star creature entity thing, and he hasn't seen the camera yet in a moment that he like reacted to. So this is symbolic. This is some sort of explanation of something going on with Michael, because Michael has been shown alongside the camera several times. So it's like Michael is putting stuff together and figuring something out here about the nature of the star guys, because he saw the picture of Carrie. I can't remember if in the intro it was Michael that was with Carrie, or if that was Rory. I don't remember. But this is like some narrative beat that's happening that Alex is unaware of. But that's like a really significant turning point for Michael, or something important. I think we can understand that pretty easily.
I have this theory
Maybe.
about physicality and the nature of our universe. It has a lot to do with the temporal nature of our bodies. Basically, I think we all have a set number of days to be in our bodies, and they usually end with our bodies being destroyed. But sometimes, very rarely, we leave our bodies without dying.
What exactly happened here, Rory? What makes you say this?
Okay, forget that for now. I can't explain it right now. Let's continue the tour.
So this was one of the places. He did mention the train, and that the person was run over by the cop car instead of by the train.
The elemental composition of the human body can be looked at from the point of view of either mass composition or atomic composition. The adult male human body is approximately 57% water, and water is 11% hydrogen by mass, but 67% if you count atoms. Most of the mass of the human body is oxygen, but most of the atoms in the human body are hydrogen atoms. What we love to forget is the soul when we talk about our makeup. I don't really believe in souls in a religious sense. I like to think about the soul as our mind.
It sounds realistic coming from him.
Have you ever imagined what it would be like if we successfully performed a brain transplant, but when the person woke up, they were exactly the same? Like, the brain is a physical part of the conscious, but the moment it's in a new body, the old soul, brain, or whatever enters back into the body and poof, we're back to being ourselves. Do people really know that the brain contains our thoughts? Yeah, and before you tell me about the science behind it, I know you're right. I just think about this from time to time.
You're a bit off on both your science and metaphysics, but you're onto something.
Vela didn't shoot him down. She didn't mock him. In my head, the rational part of my brain was already thinking of a variety of corrections to his ideas. But after this week, I knew pretty much anything was possible.
I can't do it here. Okay, let's go to the next spot. I'll try there. Sometimes it feels like my sister is still in her room upstairs. And I don't mean to suggest that I forget that she isn't there. It goes beyond that. There are times where I feel like she's physically there. Like, in the same way I can feel my foot is attached to my leg without actually having to touch it with my hand. But she isn't here right now. There is one more place we can check. Let's go back to the overpass.
And of course, the symbolism can mean something different from what I said it meant. I just mean the level of literalness to it.
This is right. I think I can do it here. Okay, someone lift the sewer cap with me.
You want to go down there?
Yes, I think that would be a good idea. give him a hand.
Okay, so what I'm about to say might sound crazy, but I can prove my theory down here. I think my sister's soul is down here, so let's look for it.
Rory, I think you might be a bit... Okay, no, this will be fine. Let's look for her. I just want you to prepare yourself that what you find down here might not be her.
Whatever, but I know it's her.
Photo shoot!
Blade for me?
Ouch.
And a barrier! Photo shoot!
Blade for me?
Photo shoot!
$34, yeesh.
Blood. It's delicious.
Check out my sick...
For me.
Okay, we might be in trouble. Eat the cheeseburger. Convince enemy to leave the fight.
Hungry? Icarus!
Oh, whoops. I healed Alex.
And a barrier!
Okay, we should be fine. Should be using these two more often. Eat cheeseburger. The mermaid is still at full health. It's so over. Kind of feel like I should grind a little bit, actually. I wonder if Rory will yell at me if I try to leave. No, he isn't stopping me, but the world is still, like, covered in darkness. Tip, don't look at the camera. Okay. Level 10. Recommended level 21. No. No, that's not going to happen. Where would I even grind if I wanted to? Maybe just fight those first, like, 3 enemies at the start of the... No, because the guy said if an enemy dies, it's dead forever. Maybe it's not possible to grind in this game. Maybe they just don't want you to do that. Okay, there's some monsters. I don't know. I could probably also, like, go buy more equipment and stuff, too. How about I save, and then between now and the next time that we stream, I'll spend some time trying to buy better gear and getting better Carta and stuff. I think that sounds like a reasonable plan of action. Ugh. I had a good time. Again, I hope I wasn't being too, like, unnecessarily negative, like poking holes into everything. I'm really trying to not do that as much. I know I did that a lot during the Hex, and that was not super fun. I don't know. I think the only day of the week that Casey can join us for this game is Sundays. So let's try and aim for next Sunday for more of this game, and then maybe if I have the energy for it, we'll do another stream sometime this week of something else. Maybe. We shall see. Thanks for hanging out. I had a good time. I will say goodbye.